Neopixels are pretty neat devices, but they're not exactly the most easy device to use because they use a single wire protocol with some strange timings, and so using one with a microbit might be quite difficult. Or is it? In this Maker.io episode, we're going to learn how to use Neopixels with a microbit. So the first thing you'll need to do is get a Neopixel board. Now the board I have is a Neopixel Featherwing from Adafruit or Adafruit, I'm not really sure how they pronounce it, but Adafruit. And you'll need to connect 3 crocodile clips with wires to the board. And the first one you will need to connect to is the power. You'll then need to connect a wire to the signal input, and then you'll need to connect the wire to the ground. Now on the ends of these wires, I've attached crocodile clips so I can easily connect them to the microbit. So at this point, we need to go ahead and grab our microbit, which can be found in our little cardboard bag. Pop, there it goes. And we go ahead and we connect the power to the 3-volt input, like so. We then connect the ground to the ground input on the microbit. And then we go ahead and connect the crocodile clip to the output pin signal. So with all of that wired up, let's head over to the computer to make our program and then get this Neopixel system working. So the first thing you'll need to do is to create a new project, and we should have an on start, and we should then have a forever loop. Now luckily for us, Neopixels can be added as a package to make things very easy. So to add one of these packages, we have to go to Advanced, and then we go to Add Package. And then at this point, we need to look for the Neopixel package. So we go ahead and type in Neopixel. So now we've found the Neopixel package, we go ahead and click it, and it will automatically add it to our system. So now if we go under Neopixel, we have all these new functions. So let's see the project completed. So here is the complete Neopixel program. When the microbit starts, it creates a new item, which is a Neopixel item. And then it sets P1 to be the output for the Neopixels. And since our featherboard has 32 LEDs, we set it to use 32 LEDs. And then we make it use the GRB format. We then set the brightness of the Neopixels to 5. Now I think the maximum brightness is 255, but these things are incredibly bright, and so I set them to almost barely working, because otherwise they do give you a bit of a headache, because Neopixels are very, very bright. Once the microbit has done this start function, it will then do this forever loop constantly. So the first thing it does is it will go through each individual LED and then set them to be red. But instead of setting them all at once, it does it once every 100 milliseconds, which is why you can see the red LEDs turning on one after the other. Then once it's done that, it will then proceed to turn the LEDs off one by one. And then the very last instruction is just to clear the item. So now that we've created this program, we just simply click download and then drag the downloaded file to the microbit's flash drive folder. So now that we've downloaded the program onto the microbit, it's time to turn it on to see if it works. And there we go. Well, that's all we have time for today in this episode. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.